Like this video and subscribe to the channel right now, and get 1 week of amazing luck. We've all heard the expression, still as a statue, but we might want to reconsider it because not all statues are actually so still. Most statues are constructed of concrete, stone, or plastic, yet a surprising number have been captured moving on video. From a moving ancient Egyptian statue to a statue that sheds actual tears. Here are 10 mysterious moving statues science can't explain. Number 10. Blinking Snow White. The statue of Snow White performed something really spooky and was shown on a Mexican television program called Extra Paranormal. To begin with, a closer look reveals that the statue's eyes are painted on, thus what follows next is beyond my comprehension. How is it possible that the statue's eyes can be seen blinking, opening, and shutting on their own? Is the statue paranormal or was it just a sleepy shy sneezy? Number 9. The Moving Buddhas. For this clip, which features yet another moving object, the moving Buddhas will journey to Malaysia. So this is what happened. A group of Buddhist idols suddenly started emitting a bright, intense light. Everyone who saw it found it quite weird and startling. Things then became much more strange as it seemed as though all the statues had started to move. At first, their eyes can be seen blinking, then the other statues' lips started moving in a very unsettling way. And as you can expect, everyone in attendance was incredulous. One eyewitness even claimed that you once hovered 1 foot off the ground, but by that point the light was so strong that he was unable to capture it on camera. So what do you think, a miracle or a hoax? Number 8. Jesus Christ. We'll continue and return to the country of strange moving monuments with another video from 2016. Again, we're not completely sure where in the world this happened, but pay attention to the statue of Jesus Christ. After a little while, you can see that the statue's head lifts up almost as if he is attempting to look upward while wearing the red robe and hanging onto the cross. I find it remarkable that so many of these examples of moving sculptures incorporate religious themes. Do you believe that this is intentional? Are these spiritual structures possessed, or would it be more accurate to say that these statues are blessed? Number 7. Ancient Egyptian Statue. The following story has received attention from hundreds of bloggers around the globe and may contain the strangest moving statue video we've ever seen. This time, we were at the Manchester Museum, where surveillance footage captured a little statue that dates all the way back to 1800 BC performing a really strange action. Before a handful of security officers observed that the statue was roughly a foot out of place, this ancient artifact had been lying behind this exhibit glass for decades without being touched and without moving more than an inch. After seeing the tapes, they made the decision to conduct some research to determine the exact nature of the situation because they felt uneasy and had similar thoughts. This ancient statue must be possessed. Check it out. Over the course of several hours, the statue starts to rotate repeatedly. What's more, further examination revealed that the statue would only move during the day. Some claim that the statue tried to turn its back on everyone because it was uneasy about having so many museum visitors examine it, yet at night it stood completely still. Others say that foot traffic sent thousands of vibrations up the case, thus forcing it to seemingly turn around by itself. Whatever the real answer is, well, it's one of the creepiest things I've ever seen. Number 6. The Catholic Church. Miracle will begin by telling a tale that occurred in a church hive in the spring of 2018. For a chance to witness a miracle, hundreds of people pushed themselves into the Lady of Guadalupe Catholic Church in New Mexico. During its service, the Our Lady of Guadalupe statue started crying. The majority of the patrons described the event as an act of God, and the visitors traveled from all over Texas and New Mexico, traveling for many hours. Of course, there was some conjecture that this daring occurrence might have a huge impact on a great number of individuals. To help with the investigation, an investigator from the archdiocese was even brought in and used cotton balls to soak up some of the statue's tears. The statue, which was constructed in Mexico, was merely lent to the cathedral. After such a miraculous event, the church asserted that they would make every effort to maintain it inside the Lady of Guadalupe Catholic Church of New Mexico. Number 5. Ganesha and the Milk. One of the most revered Hindu gods, Ganesha, is distinguished by his elephant-like head. Hindus frequently make tributes to the god of beginnings, and in September 1995, a strange phenomenon led some to think that statues of Ganesha were sipping milk offerings. Hindus around the world were enthralled by the news, which garnered national headlines in India. Crowds of people gathered around temples where milk was being spoon-fed to Ganesha sculptures. Nationwide, people hailed it as a miracle while others raised milk prices. Some skeptics believed the event was nothing more than mass hysteria, whereas others believed it was a sign from the gods. Number 4. The composition doll. We'll continue with the concept of the moving doll for one more example, as the following one is related to the many previous one. This time, we have a doll that is known as a composition doll, a breed of dog that was popular during the 19th century. Legend has it that because they were created with extremely strange materials like corn flour, sawdust, and wood flour, these dolls were formerly advertised as being unbreakable. Anyway, a young couple who claimed to have purchased the doll at a nearby street market and immediately felt a very strange vibe about it shared this tape back in 2016. Once they realized the doll was moving independently, they recorded this video. However, the real tragedy in this situation is that you can't actually return items you buy to flea markets, even if they should be grateful that they, ideally, just spent $1 on this haunting baby doll. Number 3. Virgin Mary cries. Moving on, we have another statue that has been exposed for acting in a way that it has no place whatsoever, and this time it is a statue of the notorious and ornamented Virgin Mary. We're in San Jose de Matan, Argentina, where Rosana Mendoza, a resident, claimed to have seen something very spectacular while moving a flower vase. As if that weren't unusual enough, the statue of the Virgin Mary that she had placed in her home was suddenly crying. However, this statue wasn't crying typical tears. Instead, the Virgin Mary was crying bloody tears shortly after the news spread on local television and social media. People rushed to her house in droves to adore the statue, take it as a harbinger of good things, and some were even brought to tears. Even the town priest Gustavo Paredes, who was as shocked as everyone else, paid Rosana a visit. Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take me 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal: you just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribes button and hit the notification bell, and you'll get 15 years of amazing luck. Try it, it really works. Number 2. Jesus Eyes. This footage was recorded in Mexico's Atizapán de Zaragoza. In the video from 2016, a tourist was inside a church in the town. You can hear people praying in the background, but the eyes of the Jesus statue move when the camera pans over to it. The church administrators saw this via the cameraman. They actually sent out a team of investigators to attempt and figure it out and get the statue to move its eyes once more, but they were unable. They did, however, evaluate the video and discovered it was not at all false. The man had not even transferred the camera's video to a computer for editing. Do you believe that Jesus' eyes are shifting to this camera as an indication that there might be a miracle, or do you believe that this is a bad sign? Personally, I would be extremely scared. Number 1. Sai Baba. Sai Baba was a spiritual leader from India. Hindus and Muslims both hold him in high regard. He was alive from 1836 to 1918, but he is remembered through a variety of statues, one of which was captured on CCTV at night. This statue appeared to want to remove a decoration that was hanging from it since it was captured by a camera inside a Hindu temple at night moving its arm about. Perhaps Sai Baba didn't like this item. Thank you for watching. What do you think? All clips really happened because of some miracle or trick? Let us know your view in the comment box, and don't forget to subscribe channel for more amazing videos.